What's going on, y'all? Today, well, you've seen it in the thumbnail, we have a wrecked Mustang 2017 convertible. Not a GT, unfortunately, it's the EcoBoost, but from what I've seen and done some research on, you can get a decent bit of power out of these EcoBoost 4-cylinders. And y'all know me, I'm into JDM stuff, so I'm not mad about a 4-cylinder. I actually really like them. So this one has the premium leather package. Airbags went off, so I gotta get those replaced. Windshield was cracked. Radio was stolen, unfortunately, because I didn't lock the car being out here at my property for at least what I think is a good reason. If they're gonna get in the car, they're just gonna cut the soft top. I'd rather them not cut into the soft top. I'd rather them just open the door. Not saying I want people to take my stuff, but if that's gotta be the case, you know, I'd rather not have my top, you know, cut to pieces. It's disgusting. It is very, very dirty. It was ran into a ditch, so there's a lot of mud and stuff everywhere. It's got to be all cleaned up. But the plan for today is to just start ripping body parts off. I want to take the vinyl wrap off as well. It is, as you can see, originally just like a silver metallic color. I don't know the paint code or the color name, but it's just silver metallic. Pull the wrap off, pull the fenders. This side has sustained the most damage. Gonna need a new radiator and radiator support, obviously. Not sure if I'm doing a front bumper yet, or if I just want to do like a drift style bash bar front end, because the rear bumper is missing as well. But it definitely needs a suspension repair on this side. Not sure all what yet. It's half covered in mud and I can't really tell. Well, some things are obviously bent and broken, but I don't know exactly what all I need yet. So if I get time today, I'm gonna pull this wheel off, get it up off the ground and see what all it needs. The idea with this car, I have two paths that I'm not sure which of the two I'm gonna take yet. Either make it into a cart style car where it's, you know, bash bars on the front and rear, maybe just leave the fenders off, or maybe do like the same sort of bash bar style cage tubing where the fender, you know, shape kind of goes. The hood is ruined. For now, I'm just gonna have to get a new hood or just something to cover it, because the car, I don't have a garage space to keep it in, so it is gonna be exposed, and I don't want all the engine bay components being exposed to the sun and the elements, especially stuff like the air filter that doesn't need to get water and rain in it. I'm also gonna rip the interior out. Car was smoked in, so it does not smell the best. Oh, well, there's a there's a cat in there as well. I'm sure you guys have seen my cats in previous videos. They're getting so big now. I don't know where Dennis is, the gray one. This is Crow. He's camera shy, evidently. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We're just gonna start ripping apart, probably do some time lapses and just kind of show you guys what I find as I go along. As you can see too, I think this side is okay. From what I can tell, this side suspension is fine, but that wheel's turned that way. And oh, well, that one's straight. When they pulled it off the trailer initially, that wheel was pointed that way. So they were like this and like this, and that's not good. So we'll dig into it and see what we can find. All right, so that was the worst of the two sides, and that one came off pretty easy overall, even with everything kind of being mangled up on that side. I'll go ahead and show you now. Also, side note, new wheels and tires for the truck. These came off of a Ram TRX. They're 18-inch by 9 wide. I forget the offsets, like a plus 30 something, I think. With a 35-inch tire. They're actually the original tires that came, the Goodyears that came on the TRX. Not a lot of tread left, but I'm gonna run them till they're pretty low, and then I'm probably gonna get some 33s because they do scrub just a little bit, even though I trimmed out the fenders. But this video is not about that, it's about the Mustang. A couple little things to take off, so all those little brackets and stuff. I gotta research and see. I'm not sure if this needs to stay on for chassis bracing. It's metal, not plastic. So I may leave that on, not really sure. I'm new to Mustangs. It's probably really obvious to someone who has worked on one of these before as to what that does specifically and what it is. It's got some sort of rubber something here. Is that a, oh, hey, that's cool. That's something you probably don't get to see too often. A little Mustang on there. That's neat. I didn't see that when I was taking it off before. So yeah, we're just gonna do the same thing to the other side. Get this fender off. Get the, I'm gonna take the front grill off too. There's no point in that being on there. That way I can start getting to like the radiator and all the random little, whatever front brace this is that's now completely just ruined and bent. I'm gonna take that off. Probably gonna need a new radiator support as well. And I'm assuming that's an oil cooler. This is actually my first turbocharged car that I've ever had. All my other stuff's been NA or no, yeah, NA. I've never had a boosted car. So this is my first. So I'm probably gonna need a new oil cooler as well. I'm assuming it's damaged since it got hit on the front so badly. As for the rest of the body panels, for now, obviously the doors have to stay on so it can stay sealed up, as does the top. The trunk has one little dent in the rear here. I actually don't have the rear bumper even. I don't know what happened to it. I guess they probably trashed it because it was so ruined. Taillight's got a little bit of damage, just kind of chipped up around the edges. I'll probably get some new ones eventually. The rear like valence piece survived, which is nice. I'm probably gonna need to clean that up so I don't like cut my leg on it or anything walking around the car. But yeah, from here we're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna hopefully get to the interior some today as well. If not, that'll be in the next video, but we're just gonna keep going and see where we get. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and peel the wrap off because it's warm and that is the time to peel off wrap, as well as window tint, because I tint windows. So this is something I'm familiar with enough. I don't really ever do much wrapping other than for small personal stuff here and there. But vinyl wrap and window tint they have their similarities. So I should be able to get this off pretty quick. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that in all the spots that the car is hot. The passenger, not the passenger. Passenger side's warm to the touch, which is what you want. This side's not directly in the sun. Sun's there. So we'll see if this side comes off easy. If not, I'll wait until the sun's kind of in that region and then it'll hit this and we'll just do the other half later this afternoon. But I am gonna get as much of this off now as I can while it's peeling off easy. Alright, so very difficult to get the wrap off without opening the trunk because the vinyl wrap was tucked behind the wing. I think the wing and the third brake light were removed. So I need to go get the battery for this thing, which is not here because this thing has an electronic trunk release. So I can't open the trunk right now. There's no keyhole or anything on this to be able to open it with. So I have to go get the battery, then I'll come back and we'll finish up. Forgot I had jumper cables in my truck, so I just hooked the truck up to the battery and got the trunk open. That way I didn't have to go get the battery, come back. That would have been a lot of time wasted for no reason. I just didn't remember that I had jumper cables in the truck until I did, and now we did that. So rest of the vinyl wrap can come off now. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take the wing off. I'm assuming there's bolts behind here or behind this thing or something. I'm gonna kind of start disassembling a few things just to be able to get everything off easier because it's definitely tucked. This side of the wing, no, sorry, not that side. This side was loose. You can see the vinyl is all, well, you probably can't see on camera all that well, but it is tucked all the way down in there, as well as wrapped into the wing a little ways. I did notice something that I've never seen before on these, and I've worked on a lot of these cars, and just about any car you can imagine, tinting windows, we see just about everything. I've never noticed the convertible badge on the rear center valence piece, whatever you want to call that on the Mustangs. I don't know if they added that or if that's factory. Y'all let me know in the comments if that's factory, because I'm new to Mustangs. I don't really know much about them yet, but it's looking good. I like the silver. It's close to the same silver that my Prelude used to be, the white Prelude that have I done a video on that car? I have. How to install an oil pressure switch on specifically the SH model of the 97 to 01 Preludes. but it was white in that video as it has been for years. It was originally close to this silver though. Good color. So we're gonna keep going. Sun's almost directly overhead now. Gonna give it a little bit longer to heat up this side. Probably gonna close this door as well. Have to do that with 2 hands because I have to bend the glass underneath the top for it to close properly. Probably gonna take this fender off first so the door doesn't keep rubbing against it and make it the loudest sound ever when you it echoes like all the way back into the woods over there when I do that. So I'm probably gonna go and take this fender off while I'm waiting on the sun to hit this side, but I am gonna do this first. Evidently the color is, oh, zoom out a little bit, Ignite Silver. I guess that's the name. And it's also marked convertible for the wing. So I'm not sure if the convertibles had a different wing than like the regular ones and the GTs and all that. I know the GTs had other wing options, but I didn't know this maybe was, again, I'm assuming that this is specific to the convertible, but y'all let me know that in the comments too. Why does a convertible have a specific wing? All right, got this side fender off. About to work on the front grille next. I think I'm actually gonna leave the side skirts on for now. That's something I can do a lot easier once the car is running and driving. I can take it up to the shop that I work at and just work on it there. It'd be a little easier to get it up off the ground, especially since the tires are flat right now. This thing, when it's not jacked up a little bit, is extremely low to the ground. So it's just gonna be easier if I wait. And in typical car guy style, I'm already looking at exhausts for it. I have found out that, of course, it's a Japanese brand, me being me, they make a, or Tomei makes a titanium full cap back for this car. It sounds really good from what I can tell. Oh, there's Zach in the Miata. Oh, there's Luke too. Nice. Wonder if Luke's gonna rev it. He's got some insane 2-step on that VR6 that he's got. Maybe he'll do it in a second. Nope, he's not gonna do it. Dang. I was really hoping he would. It sounds like gunshots when he does the 2-step on that car. It's super cool. Anyway, yeah, sun's baking that wool. We're way zoomed in, sorry. I bet that was like, y'all probably looking up my dang nostrils. This side's getting baked pretty good now, so we'll be able to start on this soon. I think I'm gonna try to take the front grille off, and then at that point, I'll be able to take the vinyl off this side. So it turns out the front grille, I saw this here at a glance. I thought, oh, that detaches, but no, that's just broken. All this is one piece of this. And this all attaches to the top frame rail here, where the fender also mounts, and then like the bottom frame rail has this extra support bracket that this also bolts into. So I'm working on unbolting that now. Just I was planning on just taking this piece off, but I guess it's good because this entire thing will come off, and that's gonna allow me to easier access the where is it? Oil cooler, the condenser, and the radiator, because I'm gonna need new of all of those. So that'll just make it easier to work on. All right, got the front grille off. All the front stuff that's damaged here is a lot more accessible now, but it is time to start pulling that vinyl wrap off the driver's side. I did forget to mention, where's the brand? There it is. It has a JLT intake on it. I'm assuming the filter that came with it. And it has a, can't read it, guys. Give me a second because I have no hood prop anymore because I took the bracket off for it because I had to take the front grille off, so I'm holding the hood with my head. Whatever that says. I can't read it from here, but yeah, blow off valve spacer so you get the nice whoosh noises when you let off the gas. I did hear this car drive a few times before I purchased it, before it was wrecked, and it does sound pretty cool. I think that paired with the Tomei exhaust that I plan on getting for it, it's going to sound really, really good. All right, so the whole thing's coming out a lot easier than I thought, I guess, just from being wrecked. I already have the condenser out. This whole thing is just loose. I gotta take the reservoir off. It is still intact. Maybe the fans are savable, not sure. I'm gonna keep digging into it. I'm assuming this is automatic transmission cooler, where these lines look like they route to. I believe that's what it is, and that's usually about the shape and size of a trans cooler. Upon further investigation, I'm stupid. This is the intercooler. I see the intake pipes going in and out of it now. Yeah, y'all forgive me for that one. I'm new to turbo cars, as I said, and I should have known that anyway, because I should have been able to see the intake pipes going in, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just looking at the shape and size and thought, oh, it's probably an oil cooler, but it is not. It's the intercooler, so I will need a new intercooler as well. And I did see why when I started it up to make sure it ran before I bought the car, it was making a weird noise, like the blow-off valve was acting, or just sounding really weird, and that's why. Those two pipes were disconnected, so mystery solved. All right, so everything's out of the front of the car that needs to come out. The reservoir I'm leaving. Again, what seems to be the automatic transmission cooler seems fine. It's not bent. It seems to be the only thing that was not just completely deformed by the front end hitting the ditch. But so AC condenser, intercooler, and radiator, and fans and other random bits and pieces that just fell out, just random plastic chunks, are out. I don't think I'm gonna get to it today because it's getting a little later, but suspension is next. I need to take this wheel off, like I said earlier, start taking all that out, see what's bent, see what's not, see what I need to replace, and get some parts ordered. And I may just see in the frame, not really the frame's unibody, but you know, the body of the car doesn't seem all that straight. Obviously, it's not. That bar down there, you can see, and we'll try to get straight with it there. It's a little crooked. And then that one's straight. So body did get pushed in a little. There's a collision shop just down the road from our shop that might be able to help me out, maybe pull it back straight, but I'm gonna at least try to get it running and driving, even if it doesn't drive straight, which I'm sure it won't, body being like that. Just get it driving, get a set of wheels and tires on it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use these wheels. I don't know how badly damaged they were. That one's okay. That one's completely debeated flat. This side is completely shredded, and this side is just flat. So if I'm able to use these wheels, I will. If not, I have some other 5-lug wheels I can throw on it for the time being with some good tires. But we'll figure that out down the road. I think I'm going to end things here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are excited for the next one too, because we will be tearing apart the suspension on that front passenger side and getting parts ordered, all the stuff I just showed you that needs to be ordered, getting this thing back together, get all the, you know, the cooling system bled, all that needs to be done for it to be road ready. And then we'll see if we can drive this thing and maybe start putting some bash bars front and rear. I think that's kind of what I want to go with. I really don't want to make it just a stock convertible Mustang. If I'm going to have a convertible Mustang, it's going to be something different and cool. Heck, we may even take the doors off and put like like cage bars on the doors, just to make it more like a, you guys have seen like the kart style build where they cut all the body. I'm not going that far with it, but where they cut all the body panels away and make it into basically a street legal, well, not even street legal really, but a go-kart that you can drive on the street. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.